And you know Mark Twain, right? He's one of the best writers ever. Smart guy, funny as hell. But he said, if you don't read the news, you're uninformed. And if you do read the news, you're misinformed. Hey there, how do? Welcome back. Thanks for dropping by again. Buddy Wayne Perdue here, taking a gander at the news as I like to do from time to time. Let's get started, shall we? First, I actually wanted to start with a quote from Mark Twain. You know, he said, you know Mark Twain, right? He's one of the best writers ever. Smart guy, funny as hell. But he said, if you don't read the news, you're uninformed. And if you do read the news, you're misinformed. And he said that 100 years ago or whatever. Never been more true, huh? Anyway, let's see here. Oh, I'd like to introduce my first sponsor. I got a sponsor. It's called Soda Drone. You ever go for a walk and you notice that your big gulp is getting down to the ice? It's starting to make that little sound. Well, you can use the new Soda Drone app to refill you no matter where you are. Let's show a picture of that. Yeah, so if you're on the hiking trail or at the advanced payday loan place or monster truck rally, sucker will fly right in and fill up your beverage with whatever you program to do. You just order it right there and it comes and fills it up for you. Soda Drone too is you can go to the website called thisisnotarealproduct.com and you can find out all about it right there. Let me have another sip of this. I shoot these early in the morning. I promise you that ain't whiskey. I mean, I ain't no maniac. Who would drink whiskey before 9 a.m.? I mean, that's crazy. President-elect Joe Biden was talking about the vaccines that they're rolling out here, and he kept using some weird wording. He kept saying, into the arm of Americans, and I'm like, kind of graphic. I mean, it started making me feel like weird, and I was kind of glad that they're not like vaccine suppositories, because that could get weird real quick there with that terminology. Let's see. Oh, Christmas is around the corner. Santa Claus is said to be immune to COVID-19, but he now has an extra layer of protection thanks to Dr. Anthony Fauci, the nation's leading infectious disease expert. Fauci, who will celebrate his birthday on Christmas Eve, isn't that cute, told children watching a Sesame Street town hall put on by CNN Saturday that he vaccinated Kris Kringle himself. He also urged people not to have their fireplace lit after going to bed because Santa will be doing the contactless drop-offs down the chimney, and you do not want to, those things catching on fire. So I think that's good advice. Jupiter and Saturn were very close together in the night sky last night, looks like, appearing closer to one another than they have since Galileo's time in the 17th century. So NASA did express concern, however, that neither planet was wearing a mask. So both celestial bodies will be quarantining at a few 100 million miles apart for the next few hundred years. So that's good to know. Oh, this was a good one on realclearscience.com. Now, by the way, some of you might be wondering how I'm getting a story out of a newspaper when it's realscience.com, and my answer to you is mind your own damn business. Let's see. So, yeah, this was a good one on realclearscience.com. Painting zebra stripes on cows wards off flies. Now that was interesting. I wonder. I don't know if it wards off flies in Africa because they're familiar with zebras, but I saw that City of LA is now painting stripes on some of these homeless fellas downtown. See if that would help. And I also know, you know what wards off protesters? I found this to be true. No, it's not driving a truck into them or shooting bullets at them, but what wards off protesters like these Antifa people is you start passing out job applications. Man, they scatter like cockroaches when you turn on the light in the kitchen in the middle of the night. They're gone. Oh yeah, speaking of homeless folks, a couple years ago, California asked for more money for the homeless, and frankly, whatever they did worked like gangbusters because we have so many more homeless people now. I mean, it's crazy. And then now they're asking for more money for the homeless, and I'm like, do we really need that much more homeless? They're like all over the place. Seems like we could spend that money on something else. Anyway, that's just me. Speaking of drones, like my soda drone, China, this was an interesting one. It said, let's see, a drone has been converted into a flying flamethrower in central China in a fiery campaign to eradicate more than 100 wasps' nests. This was in some village outside of Beijing or something. Now, you know, luckily there's very little chance that this technology might be misused in China, don't you think? That's a relief right there. Oh, but that would make a great movie, though, wouldn't it? Can you imagine like a movie with like a flying armada of flame-throwing drones? I mean, that would be so cool. I'd put in a scene there where Kraft Foods has to withdraw their plan to outfit the entire U.S. military with marshmallow armor. You know, it's like, back to the drawing board, fellas. That'd be a great scene. Let's see here. Tavistock study on puberty blockers confirms massive decrease in bone density of patients relative to their peers. Okay. I thought that said boner density, so none of my jokes are going to work on that one. Sorry. Let's keep moving on. Russia has been banned from fielding a national team in the next 2 Olympics and any World Championship sporting event for the next 2 years. A decision that reduces the length of Russia's suspension issued by the World Anti-Doping Agency last year. Individual Russian athletes who compete will not be allowed to use their nation's flag and anthem. This is disappointing because Russia is going to miss out on a couple new competitions that have just been added that they were expected to walk away with. One is the shirtless dressage. Shirtless dressage. And another is the 100-meter journalist assassination. So, yeah, from the looks of that, I guess they're going to use like a javelin or a blow dart or something on it because it's, you know, a little bit of distance there. Anyway, San Diego County, here in California, San Diego County restaurants, strip clubs that serve food can remain open. This is the judge had said. They can remain open and make their own determinations about providing a safe environment for dancers and patrons during the pandemic. So that was a judge ruling on Wednesday, dealing a setback to Governor Gavin Newsom's health order that calls for such establishments to be shuttered due to the coronavirus pandemic. Now, I have noticed over the years, I haven't really been to one of these places in a long time, but these girls have kind of upped their game with the yoga and the gymnastics and stuff, and I can't see how that event would not be considered a super spreader. See what I did there? I know some of you guys know what I did there. Anyway, actually, I think that's it for today. I think we've had enough, right? So that's it for me. I'll be back again with more humorous observations on the news, as long as the creek don't rise, that is. So thanks for dropping in again. Why don't you guys give me a little subscribe and a follow there? That would make me extremely happy. And I will see you again next time. Thanks a lot.